The girl had just climbed up a tree to pick peaches when she unexpectedly spotted intruders foraging for food. Annie immediately realized something was wrong, so she quickly climbed back down. She decided to send her companion back to the village to deliver the message, while she went ahead to investigate them. Carefully, she crept closer to the motorcycles and cautiously cut the fuel line of one of them with her knife. However, just as Annie was about to cut the fuel line of the second motorcycle, the unexpected happened. One of the thugs suddenly spotted her from behind. Annie immediately stabbed him with her blood-stained dagger, then quickly blew the emergency whistle and started to run. Not far away, the tribesmen who were sharpening their blades heard the signal and instantly sensed danger. Annie rushed up the cliff, but was abruptly pulled back down by the thug. In order to escape the enemy's grasp, Annie blew the whistle again. Hearing the signal once more, Ellie grabbed her weapon, ran toward the companion on horseback, and they quickly charged in Annie's direction. They searched the forest with their weapons drawn. The intruders, realizing the danger, hurriedly mounted their motorcycles and fled. By the time Ellie arrived, they had already widened the distance. Seeing this, the tribesmen immediately gave chase. To prevent the base's location from being exposed, they planned to wipe out all the enemies. Ellie quickly dismounted her horse, took aim, and fired a shot. Another enemy jumped off the bike, trying to reclaim the motorcycle to escape, but as soon as he mounted it, he was instantly cut down. In order to rescue Annie as quickly as possible, Ellie had no choice but to mount the enemy's motorcycle and follow the tire tracks. Meanwhile, Jenny suddenly regained consciousness and realized she was on the enemy's motorcycle. At that very moment, something unexpected happened. One of the enemies suddenly collapsed, and the other two quickly turned back to retrieve supplies. Then they carefully lay down on the sand, observing the distance ahead. Seizing the chance, Annie bit into the motorcycle's fuel line. By the time they realized Ellie had caught up, they panicked and fled frantically. Just then, Annie used all her strength to bite through the fuel line. Later that evening, the motorcycle suddenly ran out of fuel and came to a halt. As the two enemies argued over the last remaining gas tank, Annie quietly cut through the ropes binding her. She immediately sprinted away, but despite her efforts, the enemies quickly mounted their motorcycle and captured Annie once again. The next day, Ellie followed the tracks and caught up. From a high vantage point, she lay down, aimed at the enemies, and blew out their motorcycle's tire with a precise shot. The bike instantly slowed down, but as Ellie prepared to take aim again, she was suddenly horrified to discover that less than 600 meters ahead lay the enemy's main camp.